Are you over 50 and considering divorce? Hi, I'm Sdippenaar and I'm a family attorney. I've noticed that couples who divorce in the earlier stages of marriage tend to grieve the future they had planned, buying a bigger house, raising their children together, enjoying retirement and grandchildren, etc. However, the older couple often feels the loss of what they have built together. A solitary retirement is lonelier and poorer than a shared one. How does later life divorce differ from divorce with a young family? What factors lead to divorce among older couples? And what are the unique issues they face? The majority of divorces in South Africa in 2022 were granted to marriages that lasted between 5 and 9 years. The divorce rate for older couples is on the increase. An analysis of the divorce data in the US from 1990 to 2021 indicates that divorce rates for couples over the age of 45 rose during that period, with the biggest increase among people over 65. A quarter of the US divorces in 2019 were granted to those over 65. Our figures are not yet that high for this age group, but where America goes, the rest of the world eventually follows. Some triggers for divorce are common to all age groups: infidelity, emotional, psychological abuse, addiction. But long-standing marriages are subject to factors that don't feature in earlier divorces. Empty nest syndrome. This used to refer to women who felt bereft when their children left home, because they had devoted their lives to raising children. Women currently in their 60s are more likely to have maintained their careers while raising children. Empty nest syndrome now refers to the feelings of emptiness many couples have when grown children leave home. The spouses realize they have little in common other than the practicalities of raising a family, and irreconcilable differences begin to surface. Relationship stagnation. This is related to empty nest syndrome, but relationship stagnation can happen whether or not a couple has children. Over time, a couple falls into a routine that no longer provides stimulation or excitement. One or other spouse simply realizes they want more from life than their marriage offers. Changing values. Many couples grow together over time. Debates and exchanges over the years clarify and consolidate viewpoints, and a shared value system emerges. However, for other couples, life priorities change as they age. When goals and interests diverge, the connection between two people can be weakened. Retirement. Retirement can cause, accompany, or amplify any of these factors. Women who were homemakers while their husbands worked may find the constant presence of their husband in the home after retirement an irritation. More often, stopping work has a psychological impact on two people who were used to finding a purpose and satisfaction in their careers. The emotional effects and coping mechanisms may be very different for each individual and may drive them apart. These are some contributing factors, but what are the major concerns you may face if you decide to get divorced in later life? As you near retirement, most of your life savings has been accumulated. Therefore, when assets are split, your savings are generally halved. But a single-person household's needs are not half that of a two-person household. Living alone is more costly than living together. Most people suffer financially after divorce in later life, and the people who suffer the most are generally women. Data from the US shows that women who divorce after the age of 50 see a 45% drop in their standard of living on average, compared to a 21% decrease for men of the same age. Women often want to remain in the matrimonial home, but there is a price to pay for that. In a marriage in community of property, assets are evenly divided on divorce. Since the house is often the highest value asset, the wife may have to sacrifice something else in order to buy out the husband's share. This may mean reduced maintenance or a smaller share of a pension. Some couples decide to prioritize the retirement lifestyle they had always planned over the relief ending a stagnant marriage could bring. But it is worth sacrificing happiness for financial security. There are ways to make divorce in later life work. It just means recalibrating certain expectations and reframing your lifestyle choices. It may mean delaying retirement in order to earn more money and allow retirement savings more time to grow. If you're already retired, you may consider part-time work to supplement your pension income. Selling the family home may be a wrench, but this is usually the best option for both of you. If the bond is paid off, you will each have cash with which to buy a new property. It will mean downsizing, but a smaller home will be cheaper and easier to maintain and can represent a fresh start in life. Staying in the marital home can make it harder to move on after divorce. Avoid unnecessary expenditure. Divorce in later life can be complex due to the accumulation of assets over a lifetime. You may have a second property, artworks, investments, etc. Valuing all of those assets can be contentious, as they may not all divide equally and you may not want to sell everything for cash that you can split easily. But avoid a high conflict divorce at all costs. Divorce that goes to court and drags on will use precious financial resources, reducing the total value of the joint estate that can be distributed. If you are considering divorce in later life and would like to explore your options, I can help. Get in touch with me on the number below and we can arrange a time to look at your case and consider the best way forward.